Yeah.
He's gonna battle.
You gotta love some Fletcher.
Colorado lost.
What?
To Philly.
You're kidding. Wow. All right, all right, all right. Welcome to the big show. Your Nashville Jr Preds 14U warming up right in your living room. We will be unfortunately shooting on that net on the far side for 2 periods, so we won't see as much action hopefully down this way, but the signal is not so strong down on that way, so we'll camp out here. 3-minute warm up, and we will have a puck drop at center ice. Junior Preds in gold, playing against Philadelphia Little Flyers. Second game against the Little Flyers. First one was last night, and they won it with a pretty good differential. All right, we'll give you a little noise and a buzzer. We'll collect some pucks and we'll get started here. Final shots to the net. And the boys in gold will square up with Philadelphia.
Urban distance.
All right, pucks are being collected. We'll turn our attention to center ice. We got some obstacles in our way, so we'll navigate them the best we can with these little bars right here. But this kind of gives you the best perspective that I can share. Maybe I'll slide out this way a little bit. So we'll have a little bit of a blind spot there on the right along the bench, but most of the action will be out this way. So we'll pick that up and we'll pick up this corner. Boys coming in after a big win this morning. We got to carry the momentum. And if we do, I think we'll find ourselves at the top. The Herminator, Ben Herman, slides up to the nets. Graham does a little pregame loop. And we'll see Ronayne kicking things off with Fitzy and Farragut. Kennedy playing some defense, doing a little pirouette, working on his figure skating skills. I think he's got, oh, no, he's not going for the goal. He doesn't have it. No pirouettes for 75. Boys are banging the sticks, making some noise. We're about ready to go. Ronayne. And we're off. Face-off goes all the way down to the far end. Picked up by Philly. Looks like Coach rolled some bodies a little bit. Kennedy came in from the D line and hustled down low to pick up the puck. He keeps it at the middle, takes it low, tries to get it to Ronayne, keeps it. Kennedy behind the net. He'll get down there a little bit. Out to Graham at the blue line. He takes it across to Farragut. Farragut keeps it in. Kept in by Fitzy. He walks across the middle. He looks. He shoots. Goes back behind the net. Loose in front. Iced. Icing is the call. Face off back at the far end. What's that? If he had purple hair, they wouldn't be able to find him. Sisti with the puck, cuts back to the far boards, goes to the corner and behind the net. Quick shot, goes high into the near boards. He just gets bored hard right up against the glass. Little dog pile behind the net. Loose puck. Back in the corner. Sisti hustles in. He tries to find 14. Heyman takes the puck across, over to Carney. Carney sends it up. He finds Sisti. Sisti comes off. Simpson. Line change coming. Towery. Minish. On with Gorzica. And Heyman. Heyman comes off. On comes Loesch, number 8. Scrum in the near corner. Back off the backside of the net, wrap around, up in front, back behind the net. Boys working the near wall. Towery coming back. Nice job, Willie. Minish sends it up the wall. Glove save, Herman outside the net. Nice job, boys. Face-off draw will be right in front of us here. Ackright comes out. He'll take the drop. He'll be joined by Farragut. Reg. We got Graham. And Howard. Howard just gets hit hard in front. Puck back behind the net. Philly hustling over. Keeps it in. Takes it behind the net. Over to Howard. Graham sizes up, looks, floats up, got slipped. Farragut comes in, takes the hit. Graham moves the puck up the wall. Out in the neutral zone, carried back in, tossed into the Junior Preds bench, and we'll have a face-off in the neutral zone. 13:21 on the clock, zeros on the board, 0 shots registered. I don't know if they're going to be showing those in the calculation on the board, so we'll go with zeros. Fitzy. Neutral zone play, controlled by no one. Now Simpson, he pulls the puck in, takes it to the far side, cuts behind the net. Sends it up the wall to Fitz. Fitz moves it to middle. Kennedy gets by one, goes to the net, fires the shot, and puts it in the back of the net for a first goal game. Atta baby 75. Kennedy. Atta baby. Kennedy got quickly past the D. Found an open spot in the net, buried it, makes it 1-0, first period. On for the face-off, Heyman. He's joined by Davis, Sisti, Carney. Davis on the wing, he takes it down, backhand goes to the middle, loads up. Hey! We were just saying. Oh. I know. Second goal scored, Heyman. I missed it. Sorry, folks, totally missed it. Talking to the fam. But Heyman quickly scores and makes it 2-0. Face-off draw, Ronay over on the far boards. Sent behind the net, played by Herman. I think Herman's going to play some aggressive net tonight on the far side. Icing is waved off, the tip puck. Centered in front, and boom! Centering pass from Halter. And he puts it in the back of the net. Let's see, who is that? That was Ronay. Ronay on the goal. Off of the backhand centering pass by Halter, number 53. 12:27, we just scored back-to-back goals. 3 goals in about 30 seconds. So the boys are on the hunt. Back right at center. Puck to Minish. He moves it forward and they're offside. Do you want a beer? Yeah. Okay. Far side, puck back behind the net into the corner. Towery's on with Minish. On D. Sent in deep, and icing is the call. 3-0 here in the first period. A quick 3 goals. Bang, bang, bang. Face-off draw right in front of us here. Act right. He'll take the drop. You know what? I'm not saying Minish anymore. I'm going to call him Mini. It's Mini. Not like he's Mini because he just came at you. But we're going to go with Mini. Far side, Ackright gathers the puck, drops it back to Towery. Towery comes in, picks it up. Sends it up ice. Finds Reg, 92. He tips it forward. Picked up by Howard. On comes Farragut and Graham on D. Here comes Kennedy. He scored the first goal. Out to the point. Farragut fires it down to the net. Tipped wide by Reg. Reg's driven into the boards. Glove save down on the far side. Get you down there a little bit. That stops the clock at 11:15. That was Heyman. Okay. I was like, how did I miss that? Play along the near boards, and offsides is the call.
What's destined to come here?
You know, right? I'm going to slide down a little bit, folks. see if I can, there we go. We'll lose the middle here some, but I think this will work out a little bit nicer. Kennedy moves up the middle, he's got speed. Kid can fly, I've said it before. Comes in, quick wrist shot, puts it on net. Loshi down there gets a piece of it. The goalie kept a hold of it. And he'll have a face-off to the right. Heyman slides back out. Sisti and Davis join him. Simpson, Carney round out the line. Puck draw, Simpson goes down, drops it in the corner, picked up by Sisti. He gets bumped off the puck. Finds Heyman, Heyman to Davis. Davis looks up to the blue line. Out to Carney. Carney fires it in. Goes off the blocker. Down in front, Heyman tried to get a secondary shot. Carney comes back, sends it to Simpson. He gets it out of the zone. Big hit, offsides, Philly. Who? Yeah, I can't keep up with what he's doing. Half the time it's out, now it's in. I'm like, whatever. Carney behind the net. Sends it up to Davis. He tips it up and it goes out into the Junior Preds bench. And we'll have a face-off down here to the right of Herman. I'll move over here. Give you a look. I don't know what they do. Ronayne steps in. Herman with the blocker. Puck goes right into the glove. And we will face off again to the right. Ronayne on the draw. Controlled by Philly. Blocked by Halter. He takes it up the wall. He gets down ice. Gets to the net all the way. Goes up over the crossbar. Picked up by Gorzyka. Turned back by Philly. Now Ronayne. Back to Towery. Towery slides it over to Minnie. Minnie takes it up off the wall. Back down to Towery. He'll pick it up. He'll have a look. He's behind the net. Puts the brakes on. Back over to Minnie. He tips it to Ronayne. Ref's in the way. Sorry. Can't control that guy. Loose puck, anybody's puck. Now to Gorzyka, he sends it up ice. Or Towery. Towery sends it to Reg. And icing is the call.
No, it was 3.
Face-off draw, Ackright. He'll talk to Towery, talk to Minnie. Reg and Howard. Face-off draw won by the Preds. Picked up by Towery. He sends it high off the glass. Gets to Howard. Howard's hustling down to the far side. Can he beat the icing? No. All right.
Could have got there, but you slowed up, you can't allow it, but you could have prevented it, they'll waive it.
Okay. I'm just trying to understand at what point they do that.
If the puck is moving and it crosses the red line before anybody can do it.
Yeah, okay.
But yes, if you could have made it not icing, they'll
Okay.
waive it off.
Okay. Ackright on the face-off. Got the bar in the way here. Trying to find you the best look. Yeah. Towery sends it up ice, finds Ackright. We're discussing a rule.
If it's a foot race,
I say you wave it off.
and the other team is ahead of you by the top of the red circle,
Yeah.
they wave it off at an NHL.
Okay. Personally, I think if it's a foot race, you wave it off and you let them battle it
I
out.
think so.
but that's just me. All right, we're getting back to action. 8:27 on the clock, 3-0. Junior Preds up on Philly. Do not want to rest. We want to keep going. Graham fires it, goes out of play into the Philly bench. Get you down that way. So face-off draw will be in the neutral zone. Loesch will step in and take the draw. He's talking strategy with the boys. Oh, they're going center ice with it. My bad. Center ice it is. Slide over, give you a look. Gotta get this bar out of the way. Pile up behind the net on the far side. Philly trying to make a comeback in this first period. They send it around. Picked up by Graham. He cuts it up the wall to Farragut. Farragut sends it to the corner and offside, or icing is the call. Face off on the left side of Herman. Heyman will take the draw. He's got Sisti, Graham, and Davis. Herman set up. He's ready. Back behind the net to Simpson. He sends it over to Davis. Davis stretches it out. Tries to hit Sisti on the fly. I think that's a new play by the boys. Oh, Heyman with the shot goes wide. Through the crease. Picked up his own rebound, if you will. Now Carney at center ice. He sends it back to Stimper. Now over to Davis. He cuts across the blue line. He gets knocked down. And offsides is the Junior Preds. Towery, Minnie come back on for D. Ackright steps in on the wing. Takes over for Davis. Heyman on the draw, takes it across ice. Tip to the middle, picked up by the Philly. Wrap to the far side. Out in front, loose puck. Paddle save by Herman. Then he kicked it away with his pad. Up the wall goes Sisti. He goes all the way to the corner, ridden into the corner. Heyman centering pass goes to Ackright, goes wide. Towery steps up. Gets back. Heyman cuts across the middle. Ackright Sisti turns, shoots, gets knocked over, and we're gonna have a penalty. Cross check on Philly. Yeah, you too. Graham sets up. Had to go say hi to a coach. I'm back. Graham sets up, comes back to the puck. Circles around, takes another look. Roning comes by to the right side. He finds Farragut on the left side. Oh, Farragut fanned on it. Back to Graham. Backhand over to Roning. Back to Graham. Now to Farragut. He takes it up. Crosses the blue line with it. Puts it on net. Paddle save. Uh-oh. We got one coming off. I just saw Halter coming off. He's got a little bit of an injury, so they're going to take a look at him. 5:27 on the clock. First period, it is 3-0 Junior Preds on top of the Philly Little Flyers. Ackright will take the face-off at center ice. Oh, they're trying to sort it out here. Not sure what they got going on, but centerman taken out by the ref for the Philly. Puck gets dropped, picked up and controlled by the Preds. Sent in deep, down behind the net. Hustling over, Reg with a push. Wait. Yeah. Simpson takes it to the corner, puts the brakes on. Got a flat tire right there. Puck loose in front of the Preds bench. In comes Carney. Carney with a nice hit through the wall. Seal up by Reg. Takes the Philly off the puck. Gives it to Ackright. He drops it back. Carney gathers, surveys, looks, sends it up ice. He picks up Howard. Howard shoots high off the blocker, sends it to the corner. Reg gathers, sends it back behind the net. Simpson comes off. Towery comes back on. Boys are hiding behind the shot. Goes wide of Herman. Picked up by Towery. Nice feed up the middle. Oh! He had Kennedy on the jump right there. Good view by Towery. Ackright behind the net. Kept in by Philly. Towery back behind. He'll send it hard up the blue line. Tipped out by Fitzy and tipped by Philly. So the wave off of ice and Kennedy goes down, loses his edge. Down on the far end, he gets back up. Keeps the puck. Works his way to the middle. Fitzy finds Loesch. Loesch shoots, goes wide. Loose in front, Fitzy down. Towery steps up, takes it to the corner, cuts it back. Looks to the blue line. Kennedy fires loose in front. Tipped low to the corner. Behind the net, Fitzy. Back out to the blue line. Nope. Goes back into the corner. Fitz finds Loesch. Back to Fitz. They look out to Kennedy. Fitzy drops it back. He finds Towery. Towery cuts. Backhand to Kennedy. Kennedy centers on the backhand. Nope, goes back behind the net. We got a penalty coming on Philly. Oh, shot goes wide. Herman is out of the net. Big hits right there. Towery got upended, and Fitzy's like, yeah, no, that's not going to happen. I'm going to upend you. Play has stopped. Philly will go in the box for, what do we got? Roughing, maybe?
2 on the same play.
Oh, nice. We got 2 Philly going in the box. We got roughing on 2. 5 on 3 coming at you. Sorry, I'm trying to spin this around a little bit here. No, you're good. I'm trying to spin it around because it gets bound up on the mount screw. Yeah. I'm still working out the kinks. Heyman steps in for the face-off. 5 on 3. For 2 minutes. We had a 5 on 3 this morning, didn't capitalize. Maybe today we can, or tonight we can. Heyman walks it in, cuts through traffic, puts it on net, off of the blocker. Cleared by Philly. Picked up by Simpson. He'll cut it up. Goes to the wall. Cuts to the middle, gets upended. Cleared by Philly. That'll kill, or that'll stop. So face off to the left of the Philly netminder. Heyman will take the drop. Pins it, gets it back to Sipper. He's got room to shoot. He fires. Goes over the crossbar to the glass. And the puck is lifted out of the zone. Put on Herman. Nope, he didn't touch it. And icing is the call. Two minutes remain in the first period. 11 shots to 4 in favor of the Junior Preds. Face off to the left of the Philly goalie. Heyman will take the face off. Controlled by Philly. They'll skate it out of the zone. Picked up by Sisti. He'll come around. He builds up speed. Off he goes. There's a big slash by Philly. They're going to have another in the box. And slash. That could be an unsportsman. Big slash by Philly. 3 in the box. It's like Jack in the Box. Towery. What's that? Yeah. Right. Still 5-on-3. Can't have 5-on-2, but 5-on-3. I know, right? Nope. 5-on-3. Heyman in the corner, joined by Simpson. He takes it across the blue line, looks in the middle, shoots. Finds the lower right corner. And Simpson with the goal. 5-on-3. Makes it 4-0. We'll still be 5-on-3 because they had 3 in the box. Ackright will take the face-off. He's joined by Howard and Reg. Carney. Towery. Towery on your far left. Drops it down to Howard. Howard comes across, skates in hard, shoots! Deflected to the back of the, behind the net. Tripped up, loose puck in the middle. Carney steps up, he looks, fires. Shoots it over the crossbar. Ackright pushed off the puck. Tries to cycle it back. Carney stretches out, couldn't keep it in. He's behind the bar. Moves it over, far side, picked up by Ackright. He comes in, shoots, paddle save. Now up against the wall. In front of the Philly bench. Low over to the far side. Back to the middle. Carney. Carney got tied up. Nice pickup by Towery. He cycles it over, turns it to the near boards. Hits Ackright. Ackright. Bumped off the puck. Carney over on the left. He shoots. Loose puck in front. Picked up by Reg. Reg moves it to the backhand. Back out to Towery. Towery shoots. Deflected low and wide. Picked up by Ronayne. He cycles across. 42 seconds to kill. Back out to the point. Mini shoots. Deflected into the corner. And we got one down in front of the net. We've already got one off for the night.
He took the shot. He tried to dodge the shot.
Oh. Is that Reg?
I think he jumped to try and get away from it and still got him. He got him.
Yep. Reg got the shot. Looks like either off the ankle or maybe the knee. That has to hurt. I think the hard shot came from Howard, maybe. Ronayne. Oh, Minnie. Minnie with the hard shot. Play continues. Minnie up to the blue line. Shot comes wide, and that will end the first period. So after one period of play, the score is 4-0. Junior Preds up on Philly.
We'll be right back.
All right.
Is upstairs one place to get drinks, or is that little concession?
No, there's a
Okay. You want me?
No, I'm good. I got a couch. Just put it on that. Yeah. Can you move this thing real quick? I'm gonna use it.
Yeah.
All right, I'm back. My Phil did an excellent job. Even though he's like, get me off this camera. Line change coming for both sides. Period number 2, 4-0's the score. Loesch steps in for the draw. I'm gonna slide over here. We got Xander with Fitz. On defense, we got Minnie and Towery. Center ice, picked up by Minnie. He sends it across, picks up Kennedy. Kennedy crosses it over. Oh, Fitzy tries to toe drag and throw a wrister in and it got tipped. Man, I cannot find a good spot for y'all. Everywhere I go. Tough angles. Oh, Loesch puts the brakes on, sends it down to Kennedy. Couldn't connect on the one-timer. Tried to, though. All right, we're gonna try this spot. I think we got it. So we are 5-on-5. Line change is coming for both sides. Sisti, Heyman, Davis, Graham, and Simpson. Face-off will be on the far side. Heyman will take the drop. Look for a quick draw and a shot. Draws it back, sends it out to point. Simpson has one on the night. Heyman comes in. He shoots off the blocker. Picked up by Davis behind the net. Out to Sisti. Now to Simpson, back to Sisti. Shot, blocker save, loose puck in front. Graham tries to pick it up. He loses the glove, and there's going to be a check. Hard shot by Heyman. And Philly's going in the box for a cross check. I think Philly's kind of losing their composure a little bit. Looks like Davis will slide in for the face-off, left-handed stick. He'll take the draw. He's got Graham and Heyman. Davis draws, gets it to Heyman, back to the point. Simpson moves it over. We're on a power play. Simpson walks in, takes it down to Heyman. Heyman fires. Oh, goes wide. He got all of that one. Now Simpson takes it back to Sisty. Sisty looks, he shoots, goes wide again. Simper on the far side. Philly takes it out of the zone. Simpson takes it right back over to the far side, over to Sisty. He's behind the ref. He cuts across. He trades places with Davis. Davis holds up on the blue line. Sisty takes it all the way around. Simpson takes it across over to Heyman. Heyman looks, fires. Oh, hits the post. He's hit like 2 or 3 posts in the last 2 games. Now Davis behind the net. He looks to center. Takes it out to Sisty. Now Simpson. Now Heyman. Heyman toe drags. Loses it to the middle. Sisty shoots. And he finds the back of the net on the loose puck. That makes it 5-0. What do you got, Stinger?
Alex did something to the most in my head.
Ooh. Oh, yeah. Well, Nate, the kid's okay. He's got a hockey stick for a crutch and ice on his hip. So he's got a little bit of a stinger on there, but I think he'll be all right. Yeah, exactly. I do that every day. Reg comes in. Yeah. Give it 40 years and you'll feel like that every day. Out to the point. Carney on the far side. Hard shot. Sings by. Goes into the glass to Towery. Far side to Carney. He takes it back to the middle. Back to Towery. Towery looks. Sends it low. Tries to tip it. Get it down to Ackright. And Philly will send it all the way down to the other side, and we'll have an icing. 12-11 on the clock, second period. 5-0 is the score. 19 shots to 4. Junior Preds rocking and rolling right now. Howard's on. Ackright with the face-off. Carney walks across, sends it down, goes wide. Hustling over, Howard. At the wall, loose in front. Ackright. Oh, blocker. Hard blocker stopped by Philly. Puck cleared, touched by Herman on the far side, so no icing. Back behind the net. Oh, we got some speed here. Who do we got? Who do we got? Looks like Howard coming in hot and heavy. He finds Ackright. Ackright takes it up to the blue line. Over to Towery. Taken away by Philly. Centered. Picked up by Carney. Carney sends it in. Ackright will come in. Line change will come for Preds. Minnie comes on with Gorsica. He's got Farragut and Sisty. Down to the far end. Minnie goes back behind the net. Tries to clear the zone. Loose in front. Back behind the net. Carried out to the blue line by Philly. Big hit by Ronayne. He comes in and just wipes him out. Nice work, Max. Max starting to find his checking sea legs, if you will. Like it. Up along the wall. Nice feed up to Max. Max takes it in. He'll look for Sisty. Sisty picks it up in the corner. Looks for the wrap. Centering pass. Nope. Up the wall. Kept in by Graham. Graham shoots. Tipped out of play by Beebe. Beebe. The goaltender for Philly. Loesch slides in for the faceoff. Kennedy on his left. Fitzy to the right, 29. Loose puck picked up by Philly. look up. Kennedy comes in with the big hit, kisses the glass, misses the flyer, and we are looking at a hand pass maybe? No, offsides. Offsides is the call. Loesch with the draw. Preds with the win. Graham sends it into the corner. Hustling in is Loesch. Picked up by Kennedy. Now Fitz. Little scrum in front of the Preds bench. Stick. Paddle save by Philly. Out to Farragut. Puck jumped over his blade. He sends it across to Graham. Graham high off the glass. Picked up by Philly. They send it back out. Kept in by Farragut. One-handed pass to Loesch. Nice nifty move. Back behind the net. Fitzy. Kennedy comes in, puts a hit on. Backhand in front, nobody home. Cleared out by Philly. Icing is the call. Face off right here. Davis will take the face-off draw. Being the lefty, Heyman's on his left, just over his shoulder. Sisti in front of the net. He draws it forward, goes straight to the net. Quick hand. Times well. We'll do it again.
Keep swapping back and forth with position.
Because of the side of the draw, he can throw it in. Oh, Gringy over here to the back action. Sisti. Heyman picks up the puck. Lifts it across the ice to Towery. Towery with the backhand. Drops it to Davis. Davis at the wall. Towery shoots. Goes wide to the left. Davis switch sides. Takes it down to Sisti. Backhand. Goes center. Missed everybody. Minnie will pick it up on the far end. He'll take it behind Herman. Bring it up ice. He finds Heyman. Over to Davis. Davis looks, shoots. Blocked. Picked up by Sisti. Davis and Sisti bottled up there. Davis battles. Gets taken down. Over to the far side. Picked up by Minnie. Shot goes wide of Herman. Back into the near corner. Can't see that. And we got a whistle. And we got halftime. That will bring us to a pause. We'll have a Zamboni ice clearing. And we'll be back in 6 or 7 minutes. So reload the snack tray. Take a quick nap. Walk the dog. We'll be right back. All right, refs are putting the goals back in place. Ice is clean. It has a little glimmer to it. We have a 5-0 score. Preds up on Philly. 8:11 on the clock in the second period. 22 shots to 4. That pretty much tells you the story right there. Here, we'll give you a look since we're just killing time. Look at the boys along the bench right there. Here comes Philly back to the ice, and the boys will come out and get a little warm up, skate in, and we'll get right back to it.
And we're back to assist you.
Okay.
I came to supervise, make sure.
Very good. I need it. All right, we're back. We got 8 minutes of action down on this end, and then we're in the third period and back to the far side. Herman's in place, down between the pipes on the far side. Boys are banging sticks, getting ready to go for the second half of hockey. We'll pick up with a face-off down to the left of Herman. He draws it to the wall in front of Philly. Back behind Herman. Far side, far corner. Moves over to the near side. Just playing back and forth between the corners. They're right behind the beam, so you can't see them. Up comes Reg. Into the corner. Howard steps up. Ackright comes in. Picked up by Towery at the blue line. Kept in. Over to Reg. Over to Howard. Howard fans on the shot. Towery picks it up. Sends it across. Tipped by Minnie. And he pins his man to the wall. Nice gathering by the Preds back behind the net. Towery ties his boy up. Centering pass by Philly goes errant. Picked up by Ackright. Tipped in by Ackright. Far side, Ackright spins around, takes the puck from Philly. And he gets double teamed and knocked down. Back behind the net, Simpson drops it to Davis. Davis cuts to the middle, bumped off the puck. Simper picks it up, turns, cross ice, picks up Heyman. Heyman's got a beat to the net, goes for the feed, centers, didn't get through, takes a shot, diving save. Nice job by Heyman. 24 picks up the loose puck off the rebound. Davis will take the face-off. On the left side, he looks. Philly takes it, comes in hard to the corner. Picked up by Heyman, knocked down. He sends it low to 14. Nice centering pass. Oh, great feed. 14 to 12. 24, 14 to 12.
Nice pass.
Celebrating the puck movement more than the goal. Great job, boys. 6-0. Junior Preds on top of Philly. Nice puck movement by the boys. That's what I like seeing. Open passing lanes, open eyes. Puck high off the glass, picked up by Philly. Lush comes in, gives a little bump. Takes Philly off the puck. Boys are starting to wear Philly down a little bit, I think. Lush comes in, misses on the hit. Farragut wears an elbow. Xander Kennedy came in for the hit, missed. Picked up at center ice by Carney. Cut back to the far side. Over to Simpson. He sends it up ice. Now Fitzy comes in, says, "Excuse me, that's my puck." Simpson behind the net on the far end, back behind Herman. He sends it all the way up cross ice, finds Ronayne. He comes in, shoots off the pads, collects. Carney throws a little wobbler up to the net, gloved by Philly, and we'll have a face-off on the left side with 5 minutes and 9 seconds. Ronayne steps in. He's got Sisti and Gorsica. Farragut, Graham on D. Sisti back to Graham. Graham with a quick shot. Tipped by Gorsica. Covered by BB, the Philly goalie. So we'll have another face-off to the left. That's Philly's goalie. Quick draw by Ronayne. Works his way to the corner, seals it off. Picked up by Sisti. He loses his edge. Turn to the center of the ice. Picked up by Philly. They drag it across the blue line. Now Graham moves it to the corner. Gorsica sends it wide. Wrapped around, finds Sisti. Sisti tripped up, banged into the wall. .4:27 on the clock here, second period. Junior Preds confidently moving the puck and controlling the tempo of the game. Line change, both sides on the icing, or offsides. Face-off draw, won by the Preds, picked up by Howard. He comes in, gets to the net, cuts to the middle, sends it to the far side. Ackright gets upended. Oh, quick shot by Reg. Sneaks it by, makes it 7-0. Loose puck in front. Ackright got upended, got a little verbal from Philly, but while they were doing that, Reg was busy putting the puck in the net. So 4:02, 7-0 is your score. 28 shots to 4. I don't think the Philly teams had a shot on net in the second period. Two Preds down on this end. Philly picks it up, turns. They got one down and he can't get up. I think he got hurt, knee maybe. Howard lifts it high. Little bouncer knocked down by the blocker for the goaltender for Philly. Turned the other way, picked up by Towery. He bobs and weaves, loses his man at center ice, sends it up the wing. Tipped in by Heyman. Davis comes hustling into the corner. Just a lot of heavy pounding at the glass. Now Towery, he sends it back low. Oh. Knocked down by Davis. He comes into the corner. Turns away. Centers it. Moves it to Heyman. Heyman shoots. And he finds the back of the net. Good puck movement, boys. Racking up assists and goals right there. Second period, 2:57 on the clock. Junior Preds pressing. Kennedy comes in. Loesch comes around. Big hit by Loesch. Look at that. Like I said before, I think the boys are just wearing Philly down. Playing a very physical game tonight. I think last night's game was kind of a eye-opener, if you will. The boys were not going to have that happen again, so they've come out and they're making a presence tonight. Up along the near boards, back into the corner, picked up by Carney. He wraps around the backside. He finds Kennedy. He tips it across, gives a hit, centering pass, and offsides. I don't know what that didn't look like an offsides from here, but it looked like a pretty clean entry, I thought. But not the case. Ackright steps in for a face-off. Draws it back, moved over to the far side. Farragut sends it in. Wrapped around the backside of the net for Philly. Philly dumps it in. Graham sends it forward. He's got a loose man. Ackright walks in. He's left-handed. He comes in. Backhand. Backhand by Reg. Slips it through the 5-hole. And that makes it 9-0. I just like the puck movement right now. Forget the goal part. I mean, we're up 9, so but the puck movement is it's good seeing them find the passing lanes. Oh, Sisty got a skate blade. I'm like, back to the action. Had to walk away for a second. Big hit by Heyman. Cross ice. Heyman cycles, uses the ref for a blocker. Sneaks back behind him. Roning slips up underneath the Philly forecheck. Far side, Ronayne. Reg got tripped up there. He gets right back up. High off the glass, back behind Herman. He steps out, plays it. Holds it up for Minnie. Minnie sends it around the corner, over to Ronayne. Centered, picked up Gorzica. Far side, Heyman. He puts the brakes on. Stick goes flying into the net, up above the glass. Gorzica picks it up on the fly. Ronayne tries to bat it out of the sky. We got carnage around here and icing. I think that's the highest stick I've ever seen fly in a game. I give it a 9.5 on its flight and form. They do, but they're not doing it tonight.
It might defer. You think?
Maybe. I would think so, but
It's halfway through.
Kennedy back behind the net, surveys, and a buzzer and a late slash. Kennedy talking trash, getting eyeballed, talking more trash. 50 seconds till the third period. Be right back. All right, we're planning and plotting for the third period. Boys slide out to center ice. Loshi will take the drop. 16 minutes to go in the third. And here we go. Carney moves it to Loesch. Loesch skates it in. Goes back behind the net. Loose in front of Philly's bench, over to the far side, picked up, skated out by Kennedy. He'll put the brakes on. Send up ice, tipped by Fitz. Icing is the call. Waved off, smart move. I wouldn't call icing the rest of the night. Puck sent in to Howard or Herman. He tries to play it. They whistled it already, so we'll have an icing and a face-off. Yep. Running clock here in the third. Heyman will take the face-off behind the beam here. He gets it to Farragut. Back behind Herman, up to Sisti. Sisti got a blade change between periods. Davis turns and burns, goes the other way. Walks his way down, shoots. And finds the back of the net. Davis, number 14, with the 10th goal for the Preds. He doesn't have to, I got it recorded right here. Running clock, third period, 10-0. Preds up on Philly. Kenny behind the net. Boys just working to move the puck. At this point, Philly just holding on. Gotta watch yourselves, boys. Cowrie walks in, shoots. Blocked. We've got a delayed penalty coming on Philly. Empty net. Herman comes out, gloved by Philly. Ackright made the skate across ice for nothing. So Philly will go in the box for 2 minutes, likely for roughing. $13:30 on the clock. Face-off draw, you can kind of see it there. Slightly skewed. Won by the Preds. Backhand comes in on net. Off the pads, move to the corner. Out to Towery. Towery knocks it down low. Over to Reg. Reg fires off the pads. Back out to the blue line. To Towery. Towery sends it down center ice. Cleared out by Philly. Hustling back goes Minnie. He sends it up the wall. Tipped in by Ackright. And icing is the call. Icing at 12:52 stops the clock. Aki steps in, takes the draw. He's got Reg, Carney, Howard, and Graham. Off the boards, over to the far side. Spun up, Ackright turns, takes it up the ice. He finds Howard on the wing. Howard shoots off the blocker. Picked up by Philly. They send it in. Dump and chase. Picked up by Carney. Carney loses an edge, puts himself in the wall. Ackright finds Graham. Graham sends it across. Picks up Howard. Howard skates it up to the wing. Goes to the middle. Gets to the net. Goes to the backhand. Pad save. He stretches out. Back on net. Gloved by the Philly goaltender. The clock keeps ticking at 12 minutes. 10-0 is the score. 33 shots to 6. Junior Preds rotate lines, as do Philly. Loshi, number 8, will take the drop. Towery and Farragut on D. Ronayne. And Fitzy. Fitzy low, he walks in, centers it. Back, Loesch to Fitz. Kept in by Towery at the blue line. Taken away by Philly, they're just flipping the puck at this point. Pretty lopsided right now. Towery comes in, puts a hard turn to the wall. Moves the puck to center ice. Philly comes in, walking in. Farragut gets position. Takes it around the boards. Centering pass. Herman down on the pads. Kicks it wide. Philly moves it out. Breakaway on the far side. Kennedy shoots, fires. Loose puck in front. Loose again. Spinning shot by Kennedy. Goes off the blocker. Minnie comes back behind the net. Cross ice pass to Kennedy. Picked up by Loesch. Back behind the net. Out to the point. Reg, he looks, fires. Off the blocker. Off another blocker. Back-to-back shots. Graham, he sends it across ice. Picked up, shot loose down in front, back behind the net. In the corner, back out to the blue line. Walked across, Graham. Graham launches a field goal. And the clock keeps ticking while the puck is out of play. It's good. .944 and ticking. Heyman will slide in for the face-off on the far side in the corner. Out to the blue line. Carney, he loads up, shoots. Loose puck in front, cleared by Philly, picked up by Carney. He takes another shot. He's got himself a field goal. He loads up again, shoots. Loose in front, goes wide to the left. Off the deflection by Philly. Towery back over to Carney. 9 on the clock. Passes to Sisti. He takes it up the wall. Cross ice to Towery. keeps it in the neutral zone. He looks, takes it back down to Sisti. Sisti drops it to Davis. Davis cuts through, and he drops it back. Sisti picks it up, sends it off the wall, tipped in by Heyman. Back over to Carney. Blocker save by Herman. Loose puck on the near corner. Defense change for the Preds. Farragut comes back out. He hides behind the little metal divider. Gorzica sends it in on the wrap. Picked up by Philly. Out to the neutral zone. Race to the puck. Farragut. He wins it. Moves it to the blue line. Moved out to the neutral zone. Picked up by Gorzica. Dropped over to the far side to Kennedy. Manish controls it, sends it to Farragut. Sends it across, and an icing will be the call. With 7:32 and ticking. Icing by Philly. 10-0 is your score, 35 shots to 6. Third period. Graham sends it in, back behind the net. Picked up by Carney. He takes it across the blue line. Boys just working the offensive zone right now. Looking for passing lanes, it looks like. Just sharpen their game a little bit. I think they've worn everything out of Philly today. Big upended there, Loshi. And offsides is the call. Face off in the neutral zone, 6:30 on the clock. What? Face off draw, Fitzy. Philly brings it across. Centering pass. Paddle save by Herman. He's still sharp in the net. Kennedy on a foot race to the net on the far side. He shoots, and he finds the back of the net. Using his speed. Makes it 11-0. It's a little quiet in here. A little something. The music's on the other side. They have one over here, but nobody uses it. Far side, Towery. He sends it up the middle, tipped in by Gorzica. He ducks. Eludes a big hit. Fitzy comes in, into the corner, sends it out to the blue line. Minnie shoots it down low, sliding puck, pad save. And a whistle. Puck went up on the bench. Loose puck picked up by Philly. And bring it down to the far side. Picked up by Minnie. Turns it up. Kennedy's there. He finds Fitz. Far side to Gorska in the corner, and icing is the call. Heyman steps in for the draw. He's joined by Farragut, Carty, Davis, and Sisti. Zone cleared. Davis picks it up. Looks across, finds Heyman, back to Davis. Davis shoots, goes wide. A little give and go there by 24 and 14. Shot goes back behind the net. Cleared out by Philly. Now knocked back into the zone. Sisti dumps it in the corner. 3:30 on the clock. Far side, Heyman. Picked up by Philly. They cross it. Bring it into the zone. Try to drive to the net. Herman seals the post. Loose in front. Pad save by Herman. Now Heyman sends it up the wall. And offsides is the call on Philly. 3 minutes and ticking. We'll have a face-off draw at center ice. Ronayne slides in for the drop. He pushes it forward, controlled by Philly. Dumped in by Philly. Graham comes in, he looks. Shields the puck with his body. Towery helps. He loads up. Says, get off the puck. Tries to get it to Ronayne. Back to the corner, Graham. He sends it high off the glass. Kept in by Philly. Now Towery comes in. He bangs it forward. Over to the far side, Loesch. 2 minutes on the clock. Minnie comes on. Graham comes off. Hard wrap. Finds Towery. Back to Minnie. Tipped in by Loesch. Over on the far side. Picked up by Ronayne. He'll skate it around. Finds Minnie. He looks up ice. Reg dumps it in. Loose in the neutral zone. Philly picks it up. Now Minnie. Now Philly. It comes through. Paddle save on Herman. Towery sends it up. Picked up by Philly. They come across the middle. Now Ronayne. He sends it forward. Howard tries to get by the D. He carries it through and offsides. Minute 15.
Because they were in an ice rink.
One final drop. Ref's just kind of letting the clock tick. Fixing a door. That popped open. Fitzy on the draw. Gets it back to Carney. Carney will skate it back. Sends it over to Farragut. Farragut gets it back off of a deflection. Corsica hustles into the corner. Now to Farragut. Back to Fitz. Lifted out of the zone. Picked up by Carney. He'll survey. Puts the brakes on. Cuts back the other way. Sends it up ice. Chipped in. Corsica picks it up. He comes in, shoots, goes wide. Fitzy picks it up in the corner. Loose in front. Corsica knocking on the door. Puck is cleared. 7 seconds. That ought to kill it. Farragut brings it back. Drops it to Carney. And that will conclude Game 2 on the day. Junior Preds pick up back-to-back goose eggs, shutting out both Colorado and now Philadelphia. We will be back tomorrow morning. I don't know what time, so just keep an eye on YouTube and we will catch you then. We're out.